Alrighty. Let's get this quest line started. I'm gonna regret this. I forgot to get water. Oh no. Well, it is what it is. Believe it starts in Kugane. This time I actually scouted out the area first. Okay. And then I tried the jumping puzzle and failed on the first jump, so I said screw that. Beyond Lalafell has a lean and hungry look. Adventurer, maybe? Killing and whatnot? Me? Oh, I'm not good at it. I mean, other than the occasional rat, but got a job for you. There's this Mikote girl. This incredible, beautiful, wonderful girl. I mean, all Mikote are. In this tavern, right? Come all the way from Eorzea like you and me. So beautiful, this girl. So beautiful. We're in this weird, strange place where people are bowing all the time and getting on the ground and tucking their legs under them. A young girl traveling by herself is in danger. Some bad people could trick her and take her and make her do, you know, things. Damn. Thinking with your pain? Anyway, get in there and keep her safe. Okay. Nashu goes east. Yodo. Yes, I can be of service to you, my lady. I have seen this gentlemanly Eorzean you seek, yes? I should be glad to take you to him, if you like. You're ever so kind and helpful, Mr. Talking Cat. Catfish, to be precise, though I do not care for the Eorzean. I'm Gyodo, a Namazu. And the services I provide are not free, I'm sorry to say, nor are they cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? Oh dear, I spent all my last gil on the fair to Kugane. Is there any other way I can convince you to help? It isn't Urbino! Don't tell me you came all this way just to help little old me. Ah, you see, when Inspector Hildibrand took to the skies, I said, Nashu, you better not let him get away this time, and immediately began looking for ways to head as far east as I could. And you can't get much further east than the Far East, right? I was worried I wouldn't be able to find him. But wouldn't you know it? Gyoza, the talking Numa here, says that he knows where he is. Careful. This one knows our game. Escaping his wrath is going to take all our skills. I say, there's no need for such menacing glares, none whatsoever. 1,000 pardons, my lady, but I had no idea you were traveling with such esteemed company. Forget everything I said regarding the fee. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a pressing engagement, very pressing indeed. You haven't told me where the inspector is yet. No. Yeah, he didn't know. Yeah. It's all coming back now. It's been 5 years since I did Stormblood. You gotta know better than trust a talking cat. I mean, in a way, you kind of are also a talking cat, but not on the furry end of the spectrum. I asked lots and lots of other people if they'd seen a gentlemanly Eorzean, but none of them were any help. Oh, Oh, Inspector Hildibrand. Wherever could you be? Stuck in the ground or on the side of the building, like as not. Keep an eye out for legs. Yes, he does have a habit of landing headfirst, doesn't he? Hopefully we won't need Lord Godbert's help to pull him out again. That's it! If Inspector's always on the hunt for a case, then all we gotta do is find the biggest, juiciest one we can and wait for him to appear. Let's go and see what trouble we can turn up, eh? This way. Q-Sun. Unsolved crimes. So it happens that a number of properties owned by wealthy merchants have been pillaged this past fortnight. Master Akebono's shop in the Rakusa district was the most recent, as I recall. But you may be assured that the Seki Segumi will track down the thief in due time. Why you following Nashu around? Alright, you got me, Mr. Samurai. But before you do anything rash like arrest me or torture or chop me into tiny bits with that sword of yours, I have a gun. I have a blicky. Not a choppy, a blicky. Know that I never touched her. I mean, I never even had the chance. I'm sorry. God dang. Oh, you're that Eorzean adventurer. I thought you looked familiar. I mean, whew! For a moment there, I thought I was done for. Those Seki Segumi don't mess around. All cut first, ask questions later, you know. No romance in their hearts. They wouldn't understand. Ah, so it's not just crimes, but big, incredible crimes that you want to know about. And incidents the likes which send ripples through time and space, through fate and destiny. It was 5 years ago, or maybe last week. I'm not so good with time lately. Anyways, there I was, walking Old Oz bustling streets, when the sea parts and my eyes met with those of a maiden most fair, and she stole my heart. It was like 2 grains of sand in the desert looking at each other, and one of those grains knowing that it was destined to spend the rest of its life with the other grain because she had this whole sultry scribe thing that made him so... Ever since that day, I've watched over her from afar, a silent guardian, a humble protector. Some might think me mad or call me a coward for refusing to speak to her, but they are fools. Fools, I say. True love is not the product of clumsy banter, but careful study. Years and years of observation, of obsession, until you know her better than she knows herself. Perhaps when the time is right, I shall reveal myself to her. But until that blessed day, I shall aid her from the shadows, and you, my friend, will aid her in the light. Oh. Oh. I actually like my dancer fit a little bit more. Dastardly doings and purported instances of criminal behavior. This is Kugane, my dear. I have no shortage of that. But since you asked, the story on everyone's lip is that the Bokaisen these days is that of the wealthiest among us, and how they are being preyed upon by some sneak thief. Perhaps they should invest in better locks. Alright. So, sneak thief and then stalker. Basically. Learn anything interesting? Well, I learned that. Wait, should I? I'm gonna rat on this dude. Oh, you're having me on as if I wouldn't notice. Be serious now. Oh, fine. A series of robberies committed by a mysterious thief? Oh, that's just the thing. Well done. Our next order of business would be to track down this Akebono and ask him about the latest incident. Let's go! We have a case! He certainly looks like a well-to-do merchant. Damn, that's a mustache. That fiend, that despicable rapscallion, the nerve of him to make a mock of us. My thanks to you, Master Akebono, for all your help. I swear to you on my honor that this sneak thief shall be brought to justice forthwith. And with that, I bid you a good day. Ah, so it is Akebono. Let's go and ask him about the robbery. Ah. Forgive me, my lady. In my haste, I did not see you. Are you alright? Shall I summon a healer? Don't worry, I've taken bigger knocks to the noggin than that. Hey, you aren't one of them samurai, are you? Shigure, at your service, my lady. You have my sincerest apologies for this incident. Much as I would like to make amends for my reckless behavior, I fear duty compels me to take my leave. A nefarious criminal is at large, and I must bring him to justice. Oh, that's all we need. Competition. I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand and his faithful assistants won't lose to the likes of him. That merchant must know something important for Shigure to go running off like that. Let's find out what it is. Greetings and salutations, Master Akebono. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. And this is Urbina, who's also got a knack for it. Can you tell us about the recent robbery? Ah, inspectors. I heard rumors that one such as you were come from the west. You seem an honest sort, so I'll oblige your request. This very morning, one of my assistants found my establishment unlocked. And when he went inside to investigate, he discovered that my most prized possessions had been stolen. To make matters worse, in their place he found this message. You have just been robbed by the Kugane Wolf Burglar. Wolf Burglar? Surely you heard about his recent exploits. Similar calling cards were found at the scene of the other robberies. And now I too have become a victim. Serious robberies committed by a thief with a calling card? Oh, there's no way Inspector Hildibrand is going to be able to resist the lure of this case. I thought the two of you were inspectors. But it makes no difference to me who catches the criminal, since the Sekisagumi seem to be at a loss. You'll be generously rewarded for any information that leads to the recovery of my stolen property. I wish you well in your investigation. All we gotta do now is stick with the case and we'll be reunited with Inspector Hildibrand. I just know it! Call it or my keen inspector's assistant sense. Anyway, I'm gonna try and learn more about the other robberies. Learn anything interesting? Why don't you tell me? So who's gonna be our straight man for this? This clownery. Now shoes on the case. Look out, Mr. Wolf Burglar. Your days of wolf burgling are numbered. That's Inspector Hildibrand. Oh, is that a green rooster? It's Inspector Hildibrand. Hey, Inspector, stop messing about and join us. Hello. Those bombs shaped like Dongo? It's been too long since I had a chance to whip up a bash and not use the lights. You can be sure I'll be putting these little darlings to good use next time. Oh, bugger. Good thing I've got more stashed away. Godbert! Wait, where did the two beautiful ladies go? You have no one but yourself or the kami to blame for what comes if you talk too much. Well. Looking broad-eyed and bushy-tailed? Yeah, I fluffed my tail, I guess. Not as fluffy as your tail. We just got different genes for that. I've got good news for you. So I've been asking after that wolf burglar fellow, the one who left that cheeky note claiming credit, you remember? And it seems he's not quite as sneaky as he thinks he is. He's robbed plenty of rich merchants blind, I'll grant you that. No doubting it was him either. Never fails to leave a calling card, this one. Too proud to leave people wondering for even a moment. But folks have laid eyes on him more than a few times. In fact, after talking to all the eyewitnesses, I had enough information to try and sketch a picture of the devil himself. Not bad for a self-trained artiste, wouldn't you say? Not hearing a lot of support for the sketch. Right then, back to the drawing board, the metaphorical one that is. Let's you and me seek out and question the rich and famous, the sort of folks the burglar's been targeting, and see if we can't learn something new. I'll head to Kogani Dori, and you can check out the tea house and the hostelry. That infamous thief? I know of him. For mercy, he's not seen fit to trouble those of lesser means like me and my associates. Perhaps you thought me wealthy because I patronized the tea house. On the contrary, this is my sole indulgence. Were I a stronger man, I would forego it. But alas, the heart will not be denied. Wait, I haven't beat this person and I don't even think I have a good deck for Triple Triad. That's what it's called, right? Triple Triad? Too long has it been since I shared a pipe with an Asian. How fortunate I... You've no desire for a smoke, only talk of the wolf burglar. I see. I have no personal experience on which to draw, so I doubt I can be much assistance. What I know is known to all, but if you insist, he is a lone wolf without comrades, and despite their best efforts, the Sekisagumi has no leads. Some say this has emboldened the man. Each theft is more brazen than the last. He has even been witnessed practicing his trade in broad daylight, if you can believe it. That's the extent of my knowledge. Now, if you will not favor me with tales of your own, I ask that you lead me to my pipe. It is far less demanding company. I don't know what the same rules are. That was stupid of me. I'll go with this one. Hopefully get them to play here. What I can do, I think, is go here, right? Awesome! Well, it's the first time I played Triple Triad in forever. Wealthy and powerful. Gotta go this way. I say, the Kugane Wolf Burglar. Must you sully my ears with that rapscallion's name as I attempt to take a moment to relax and take in fresh air? It's no use. The moment's ruined. I too fell victim to the wolf's villainy, like so many others. Oh, if you had seen the vase before he took it. God, if there's any justice in this world, it would be paraded through the streets boiled alive in Tenkanto. Ew. Nice. One second. I want to restart the venture. I'm re-leveling up my one of my retainers. I changed the job. This was my first ever retainer I had, and I put it on the job that I started off with. But I don't really like Black Mage. I'm not gonna level it up to 100, so I forgot to assign venture quick. Here we go. Quit. 13 minutes on that guy. That's fine. Ah, there you are. Dig up any interesting tidbits? Who's getting bolder by the day, is he? Well, if there's anything I've learned from following the inspector around, it's that overconfidence is liable to get you smacked upside the head by your mum and her magic frying pan. That said, we'd have a better chance of catching this wolf if we knew he was eyeing next. Gah! Thousand pardons, young sir. I don't mean to trample you underfoot. Are you alright? Oh, it's a stalker. Wait, is his dress the same color as Nashu's? Hey, aren't you the samurai I bumped into the other day? Shiggy something, was it? Oh, we meet again, my lady. I say, you must think me in the habit of trampling my fellow pedestrians. Let me assure you, nothing could be further from the truth. I was simply preoccupied with thoughts of my investigation. That's right, you were after the wolf burglar too. Got any leads? As a matter of fact, I do. I but recently learned of a private auction in which many foreign wares are to be featured. While such auctions are not uncommon in Kugane, it has been some time since the wolf last struck. Indeed, there are rumors that this auction may include particularly extraordinary items. As much as I would love to converse with you at great length, I really must be going until we meet again. Wait, Mr. Shaky Sir, can we come too? For the auction? If you'd like, but I very much doubt you'd be able to afford any of the items to be sold. I have enough money to do that? Huh? Yes. Very good. Then by all means come with me. Life imitates art, imitates life. Steam vents? This venue has been reserved for the private auction. The guests should be arriving any moment now. I remember you. Master Akabona, was it? Well, if it isn't the inspectors, did not know you would be joining us. I presume you were come to keep watch for the wolf, but should you see anything you like, know that we have money changers on hand to assist those who wish to spend foreign currency. I must warn you, however, that should we desire the same item, I'm not want to surrender without a fight. Ain't many people at this auction. Greetings and welcome to you, to the prosperous and esteemed elite. This evening you will be given a rare opportunity to view and purchase, if so inclined, a selection of strange and wondrous items from all across the world. Without further ado, I give you our first, a queer, misshapen fiend captured in the mountainous wild of Yansha. It is none other than the fabled Rat Man, an unholy union of man and beast, a demon of legend whose flesh, when consumed, bestows life everlasting. Eternal life can be yours, ladies and gentlemen. So, shall we start the bidding at 500,000 koban? 600. 7. 800,000 koban. Going once, going twice. Sold to Master Akebono. Let us proceed to the next item up for bidding. Gonna be fucking eating that thing? Not really gonna eat him, is he? The statue we're about to see was brought to Kogane from the west, the land of Eorzea, to be precise. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, statue does not even begin to describe this extraordinary work of art. It's Hildibrand. Are you joshing me right now? I give you the Eorusian Gentleman, a masterpiece, nay, a triumph of Western sculpture. Marvel at the intricate details, the features so expertly realized that some have likened it to a living, breathing man frozen in time. Well, would you look at that? That statue's a spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could it have been sculpted by a fan? Was it a trick of the light, or did the statue just twitch? You mean to say you think it might actually be the Inspector, somehow frozen by temporal magics? In that case, I got just the thing to bring him back to the land of the moving. Stay your bum-till hand, my lady, I beg of you, lest you slaughter these poor people and bring this marketplace to ruin. I suppose you have a point, and it wouldn't be very Inspector-like to blow innocents to kingdom come. How readily she resorts to violence, this woman. I shudder to think what carnage she has left in her wake. Oh, I knew it! That's no statue. That's a genuine article in the flesh. Probably hit his head when he fell from the sky again. Maybe he's gone into hibernation again or something. This bizarre sculpture is in truth a man? Is such a thing even possible? Strange. I do not recall it wearing an expression of sheer terror before. It was rather more serene, was it not? How very perceptive of you. Verily, this is no ordinary statue. It's a heretofore unseen hybrid of sculpture and automaton. Marvel at the way its features change fluidly and effortlessly. Yes, indeed. So, shall we start the bidding of this one-of-a-kind statue at 500,000 koban? 6. 7. 800,000 be paid in full here and now. Will any challenges claim? Gotta do something. If we don't, these people are gonna buy the Inspector. Fine, 900,000. There's nothing in this world I can't buy. 1,000,000. Exactly how it. Wow. Okay. They stole the inspector. What is the meaning of this? Why, the Kami, the Orusian gentleman, has vanished. You have just been robbed by the Kugani Wolf burglar. That thrice damned Oni, he struck again. I saw him. The fiend with the wolfish features. He took the statue and ran towards the short pier. You know what this means? Inspector Hildibrand has been stolen or kidnapped. Gotta get after that wolf burglar. For all we know, he might want to eat him like that poor Kiki, and we can't have that. I still can't believe Inspector Hildibrand was stolen. That's got to be a first. Yes, as I said, this is what I saw. Oh, you followed me, I presume? Mind to pursue the wolf burglar as well? Of course we are. It's got Inspector Hildibrand. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some two-gill thief eat him. Are you perchance referring to the Eorusian gentleman, that hideous statue? I dare say no one in their right mind would try to eat it, but nonsensical fears notwithstanding, I should be honored to work with you to catch the wolf burglar. This man here claims he saw him board a boat with the statue and head towards the Ruby Price. It was a sight I will not soon forget. Never before have I seen a lupin carrying a twisted mockery of a man on his back. Never again will I expect. Too bold was the fiend on this day. In seeking to claim such a conspicuous prize in broad daylight, he has left a trail we can follow. Let us make haste. Othard. Just gonna go here. Ruby Price. Surely one of the watchmen here have seen the wolf man and his stolen statue. Alas, I cannot say I've seen such a thing. Since the withdrawal of Garlean forces from Doma and the Ruby Sea, there has been a significant increase in domestic traffic. Accordingly, we have been instructed to wade through smaller vessels leaving our waters. Absent cause. The sloop you seek could probably receive no more than a cursory glance. Thank you for taking the time to explain, and pray forgive me the interruption. We shall continue our search elsewhere. Question is, where should we search? Who else has reason to keep a close watch on these waters? Alrighty. Of wolves and gentlemen. Oh, how silly of me. The Confederacy has every reason to note the comings and goings of even the smallest vessels of the Ruby Sea. Their very survival rests on their ability to extract payments for a safe passage, the so-called Ruby Tithe. Sakazuki is where we must go. Any traveler who does not wish to be raided and relieved of their possessions must journey there and make the necessary overtures. Where are... Okay. Searching for a bandit on a boat, you say? As far as I'm concerned, the only bandits are those who refuse to pay the tithe. It's that one fellow I spotted not long ago. Why didn't I stop him, you ask? Because he was dead. I, standing motionless in the skiff, paying no heed to the waves and waters, a dead man drifted. There's one thing that threatened a living man. What could I possibly do to stop a dead one? Nothing, that is what. So I took the only reasonable course of action. I let him be. I'm not one to consort with the dead, but if you are, by all means follow that man to the Isle of Becco. I'll remain here and do my best to forget what I saw. If you squint just the right way, it looks like it's got ears. Or is it horns? Probably horns. Or raw. Dead man in a boat found on the Isle of Becco. That's the stupidest thing ever. Unless... Aha! Don't you see? He mistook the Oresian gentleman for a corpse. But that belonged to none other than the Kugane wolf burglar. Hark! Over there, a wolf! Or at least someone that's got big ears and a long fluffy tail. You got him now. So it seems the wolf burglar was caught by the very people that were trying to catch him. It's gonna be Hildibrand. Nope, it's not. Comedy forfend. This isn't a wolf burglar. This is a dead man who yet moves. A restless spirit bound to this mortal coil by burdens of the soul? That's the gentleman. Oh God. Beg your pardon, good sir, but my soul carries no such burdens. Indeed, in death I found rather more liberation than I had in life. More purpose and meaning. And brotherhood. Wait a minute, you're one of the gentle dead man, but what are you doing so far from Eorzea and the others? As I live and breathe, even further reaches, I find myself reunited with Master Zombiebrand's compatriots. I too must confess some curiosity as to how you came to this place, but since you asked first, as unbelievable as it may sound, we heard rumors of an island deep in the Siresong seas, said to be a host of undead individuals, not unlike myself. Ours being a rather lonely existence, we resolved to dispatch an emissary to the isle, myself being the logical choice once again. Yeah, we killed him. Ah, truly? Well, that would explain why the myriad skeletons we found were devoid of unlife, as it were. That said, even if they were as disagreeable a lot as you claim, I should thank you to stop killing every last undead you encounter in your travels. Anyway, having failed in my mission, I was at a loss for what to do next. The island was abandoned, and Eorzea was ever so far away. Just then, I felt it, a familiar tingling in my rotting flesh. Aye, there's no denying it. I had felt the pull of our leader, Master Zombiebrand. His ether called to me, and I was duty-bound to answer. So I followed the trail, and it led me to this place. It's no coincidence. The inspector and the burglar that stole him must be somewhere here on this island. Good sir, do you still feel Inspector Hildibrand calling to you even now? Can you lead us to him? Surely as I can crack open a hapless merchant's head and feast on the goo inside. Before you can say go. Follow me. What's with the wolfish getup? It's not the sort of thing a gentle dead man usually wears, though it's quite fetching, I've got to say. It warms my dead heart to hear you say so. I received this as a gift from a traveling artist. When I explained to him how difficult it was to converse with the common man, he fashioned it for me, believing it would serve to soften my otherwise terrifying features. And so it has. But enough talk. Master Zombiebrand needs us. Nothing I heard makes even the slightest bit of sense to me. No matter. This misshapen undead wolfman can lead us to the thief. I shall trust him wholly. It's wonderful look to him, don't you? Are all the undead in the West so gentlemanly? Yes, yes, Master Zombiebrand is close. We are nearly upon him. Long last, bring that bastard to justice. Wolf burglar! You have nowhere left to run! Surrender! Ah! So they finally caught up to me. He looks exactly like my sketch. Your campaign of thievery comes to an end this day. This day, the Bakufu will have their man, or that is to say, their Lupin. This means it's time for a triple serving of Nashu's Delight, Gango style. Bombs! Shut up, you stupid statue. Bugger me, are those bombs? Idiot, get rid of them! Get rid of them before you kill us both! Help, help, not sure anyone. He survived a trip back from Dalamud, so this is nothing. Let's get that wolf burglar instead. Head first. Told you before, wolf burglar, you have nowhere left to run. Fall, on the other hand. So it's gonna be, then fall it is. Never thought I could come this close to getting caught. I suppose it's my own fault for trying to nick a hefty prize like a statue. But if the statue ain't even a statue, then there's no reason for me to stick around, is there? Better luck next time, thief takers. Hildy. I say, Reno, I've come to expect such cold, calculating behavior from dear Nashu, but not you. Hooray, Inspector Hildibrand is back. Nothing like a brush with certain death to get you back in the game, am I right, Inspector? What manner of sorcery is this? The Orusian gentleman. The statue stands before me, speaking and gesticulating as if a living, breathing being. I trust I needn't remind you. I'm too capable of such emotions, despite neither living nor breathing. But more to the point, Master Zombiebrand is no statue. Quite right. He's an agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Good sir, by your garb, I gather you are a samurai. Am I then correct in assuming that we're in the Far East? Ho ho ho! As I wake from gentle slumber and find myself in a foreign land, who should I be greeted by but a Far Eastern fan? Wink. Why am I clapping? But ho, what is this? Already my keen inspector sense has alerted me to the presence of a petitioner in need. I must away! For honor and justice and a hard-boiled egg. Leave for me, Inspector! You know I can't run that fast. Master Zombiebrand looks to be his old self again. Wonderful, simply wonderful. It is enough to bring a tear to this gentle dead man's eye. Or would be if I weren't, you know. But much as I would love to join you in your adventures, I must return to my brothers. I pray you watch over and keep our undead overlord safe. So, in Eorzea, a man may be an Inspector Extraordinaire as well as a zombie overlord. Truly yours is a land of many mysteries and strange customs I dare say I'll never comprehend. While I regret that we were unable to apprehend the wolf burglar, I'm glad that this case has seen you reunited with your comrade. Come, let us follow him and see where his keen sense leads. Friend in need of friend. Are you friend? Another rat man? The one they sold at the auction. Did I not tell you I had caught the scent of a case? And here it is. Give you the case of the kidnapped rat man. Where's the rat? Simply put, this adorable little fellow's dearest friend was abducted by a dastardly fellow in the nearby city of Kugane. We sail on ships as sailors for East Aldenar Trading Company. Docked at Kugane docks, unload goodly goods. Then goodly merchant comes and offers tasty feast to me and friendly friend. They call me. Did Ratman just speak? Kikirin. Not Ratman, rude man. Why doesn't no one here know us? Why always demon with lucky flesh? So we go with goodly merchant on alone, many turns left, right, left, very confusing. Then bad man grab friendly friend, put gag in mouth, and bag on head. I fight back and run, they run too, and then I jump in the water. It would seem that the currents carried him to the shores of this island, but I have yet to ascertain the motive for why anyone would want to kidnap the hapless Kikirin sailor. Because they do not know or do not care that he's a Kikirin. He passes for a Ratman of Far Eastern folklore, the flesh of which some believe bestows everlasting life. An Eorzean sailor with most unusual features. An incredible, albeit hideous statue of Eorzean make was in truth a man. I dare say we already met our goodly merchant. We must return to Kugane and confront this criminal at once. He may have abducted others away from faraway lands to sell at auction. The fiend. At the very least, we know he sold this person's friendly friend. We've got to save him too. Right you are, my lady. We shall see the wicked punished and the innocent set free. Yes, yes, I was just about to say that. Well said, you. Kami, strike me down. The Eorzean gentleman is alive. Hearken to me, merchant. Your reckoning is at hand. The crime of kidnapping a Kikirin sailor and selling him into slavery, I hereby place you under arrest. Huh? I should hope I would remember doing something so reprehensible as that. But more importantly, who are you to level such accusations? Much less place me under arrest. You are not the Sekisegumi, a common Ronin, are you not? You. A common Ronin come from the countryside looking for work. Work I so generously provided when I hired you to guard my auction. An auction you failed to defend against a thief who stole a priceless piece. I say, what audacity! That selfsame piece stands before you. The Kikirin who escaped your kidnapping attempt, with the Kikirin who escaped your kidnapping attempt as incontrovertible proof of your misdeeds. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have defeated you. The least you could do is demonstrate dignity in defeat. Truth is plain, there is no denying it. And yet, I do. Inspector, was it? Whatever authority you may possess in Eorzea is not recognized here. Only the Sekisegumi can compel answers and arrest criminals. And with that, I bid you good day. You need not answer to them, but you will answer to me. We had our eye on you for some time, my friend, but alas, all good things must come to an end. The wolf burglars' meddling merely delayed the inevitable. We have all the proof we need. Now, do yourself a favor and come quietly. Or don't, and do me a favor. Shigure, owing to the efforts of you and yours, we can finally bring this charlatan to justice. For that, you have my deepest thanks. Thank you, sir. That you would favor me with such kind words is a great honor. I can only hope this goes some way towards... However, you failed to inform the Sekisagumi of the wolf burglar's crime, despite being present, and instead pursued the thief on your own, is inexcusable. I cannot, in good conscience, admit you to the Sekisagumi at this time. Such reckless disregard and thirst for personal glory are traits I will not suffer in our samurai. Boo. Get that stick out of your butt. A thousand thanks to you for saving friendly friend. Warrior and warrior we will be next time. No more following goodly merchants into dark alleys. I owe you all an apology. Like the merchant said, I'm no more than a common ronin. My pursuit of the wolf burglar has been, from the very beginning, independent of the Sekisagumi or any other authority. Came to Kugane to join the Sekisagumi, but was judged to be unworthy. Unable to find gainful employment as a samurai elsewhere, I struggled to make ends meet. And then, when I was about to renounce my dream and return to my village, I learned of a notorious thief. A thief that targeted only the most wealthy and influential. A thief that I might bring to justice and thereby earn the approval of the Sekisagumi. Say no more, my good samurai. Your earnest nature and passion for the law have won me over. I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall help you scatter all creation from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for the Kugane wolf burglar. We shall start right this instant. I'm not sure what to make of that, man. But I suppose I should be grateful for the help. I should thank you for joining me in this endeavor, perhaps more so than the others. Their help is of questionable benefit, whereas yours seems to be rather more reliable. The wolf burglar is not to be underestimated. He is a cunning and clever foe, as evidenced by the way he escaped. Sheer passion and determination will not be enough to catch him. Which is to say that while I value the assistance of the inspector and his assistant, I believe cooler heads will prevail in the end, to wit, yours and mine. I, too, may be prone to fits of passion, and I should like to think it's nothing compared to that of the Erusian gentleman. Hildibrand will return in The blade mislaid. Woo! It's a man on a mission. Have you heard? The wolf burglar for whom we have been searching day and night has struck again. Word reached me about moments ago. The inspector and his assistant are a step ahead of us, but if we hurry, we may arrive before they begin questioning any witnesses. You will come, will you not? Yeah? Then let us brook no further delay and make haste for the Rakusa district. It was near thing, I say. It was a near thing, I say. A near thing. Wolf burglar struck again. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, stand ready to assist any and all who seek redress for crimes dastardly and daring. My keen inspector sense has led me hither. Speak, my good man. What injustice befell you here? Inspectors? Ah, yeah, the Westerners. I remember you, girl. If you're so eager to hear the tale, then I should be glad to tell it. It was him, the wolf burglar, bold as ever, attempted to steal the finest sword in my collection, the Soboro Tsukehiro, in broad daylight. By the kami, but you say he attempted and failed. Aye, ha ha ha! Little did the fool know, I had recently employed a new bodyguard, a peerless samurai worth every koban. So, the fiend was unable to abscond with your precious blade? Truly, you are fortunate indeed, Master Akebono. Yet, surely, this is not the end of it. The wolf burglar has pride. He's not wont to forsake a prize. Master Akebono, I have no doubt the thief will come for the blade again and again. I pray you permit me to aid your men in protecting this treasure, that we may finally bring this villain to justice. You have spirit, I'll grant you that. But I have no need of additional guards. Yojimbo alone is worth 100 men, if not more. Master Akebono, I think you underestimate this foe. You employed Yojimbo. Made my decision, I will not suffer it to be questioned further. Find another way to earn the Sekizagumi's approval. Now then, I have a pressing engagement in Sanjo Hanamachi, to which I have been looking forward all week, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let this business with the wolf burglar delay me any further. Good night. I fear he's let his turn of luck lull him to a false sense of complacency. He should be doubling the guard or tripling it, if only he would reconsider. If you will not listen to reason, then he must be made to listen to reason. When in doubt, try again? It's not the most well thought out plan, but for lack of anything better. Alright. Let's follow Master Akebono to Sanjo Hanamachi and once more impress upon him the gravity of the situation. Ask all you like, but the answer's still no. There's a very short list of people who will get the pass, and none of you lot are on it. I applaud your diligence, I do, but we're here to help. If you would admit us to speak to Master Akebono, that might convince him to let us stand guard over the Saburo Sukehito. Ah, so that's your game. Trick the daft doorman into letting you in so you can steal Master Akebono's priceless sword? How stupid do you think I am? As if he'd consort with the likes of you lot. Not a looker among you. Really? My mother has told me I'm quite handsome. Yeah, I'm sure she is. Maybe if he was in the mood for, Taikomochi. Not today, though. Master Akebono made it quite clear that he would only welcome additional entertainers if they were geiko of surpassing beauty. Which you are not. So, piss off. I guess we have no choice but to resign ourselves to this outcome. Nay, Shigari. I think not, for I have a plan. A plan of surpassing beauty. If I do say so myself. Are you acquainted with any geiko, perchance? There's a Okia nearby whose proprietress may have given me a few odd jobs, but wait. What exactly is your plan? All shall become clear in time, my good man. Lead the way to this Okia! God, I wish when you're wearing these, the Vanguard, the Vanguard stuff, that you would be sliding around on your heelys when you sprint. Most humble greetings to you, fairest maiden. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am given to understand that you are an acquaintance of Shigure here. Aye. Given the hapless fool a handout or two. Now he shows up on my doorstep in the company of Asian inspectors. I can only assume this means he's yet to find honest work. Indeed, much to all our chagrin, Shigure is not gainfully employed at the present, but that regrettable circumstance is not what brings us to you. Nay, it is a matter of far greater import, a grave justice which must be averted at all costs. To that end, my lady, I would have you clothe my steadfast assistant in your finest kimono, but for a brief time only. You may be assured it shall all be returned to you post-haste. Loan you a kimono just like that? I'm not sure what mischief you inspectors get up to in your line of work, but in ours, a kimono is priceless. No geiko worth her salt would simply let a stranger parade about town in hers. Not for nothing, at least. Aye, if you're truly in desperate need of my assistance, then you should be willing to pay for it. Say, 70,000 Eorzean gil. Subligar's worth more than that. Be that as it may, there is no need to rely on your generosity. I am more than capable of paying for this expense. Nashu! Pay the woman! With what, Inspector? Your coin purse is empty. What? As a win? Oh dear. This is certainly a fly in the ointment. So your plan is to disguise Nashu as a gecko, and she may enter into the company of Master Akebono, and thereby keep watch for the wolf burglar. I hesitate to call it one of surpassing beauty, but if it's our best option... Do not even think to say it, my good man. I would never take the money of a down-on-his-luck youth with no job or skills to speak of. Brain blast. Ah, but of course! It is, as ever, so simple. A means by which we may achieve our end without spending a single coin. In my brief time here, I've come to understand the myriad complexities of Incan culture. There's the custom by which one may express the fervor of his conviction by shaving every hair from his head, is there not? I suppose you have the right of it, but are you willing to go to such lengths to secure a kimono? I'll do the honors. Damn. I like the new drip. Ching. A beauty reborn. My hair! My beautiful flowing locks! What have you done? That is brilliant. Utterly brilliant. I don't think I've laughed so hard in ages. Chin up, Shigure. I dare say she did you a favor. This Seki Segumi might be inclined to take you more seriously now. You can have your kimono with my thanks. Never mind the gill. The entertainment you've given me is payment enough. My lady, you are a saint. Are you ready, Nashu? Always, Inspector. Wait here, everyone. I'm sure it won't take long to put one of these things on, right? Verily, there's no greater truth than that if we must trust in ourselves and the gods. Oh my god, I almost threw up there. Fate shall conspire to see us succeed. Is this the will of the kami? I believe I hear them coming. Ta-da! My dear Nashu, you look incredible. Well, actually, yes, you do. You do. She looks every bit the Geiko. I cannot fathom that doorman turning her away. Come, my friends, let us put Nashu's disguise to the proof. Say what you will about the rest of us, but you will have to be blind to disparage my stalwart ass. That is the lovely Gecko Nashu. Gecko, eh? Alright. Let's have a look at you. Oh. Where has this lovely lass been hiding? Master Akebono's sure to take a shine to you. Alright, the girl may enter. No one else. Huzzah! It worked. Wish me luck. Oh, is it wise to let her go alone? Ideally, at least Urbino and myself shouldn't have accompanied her now. Oh, Shigure, did I tell you? It was a plan of surpassing beauty, did I not? Sword without peer. The Saburo Sukahito. The Geiko without peer. Chiyome. What fortune that I may enjoy the company of the finest treasures the world has to offer. The very presence makes the wine taste that much sweeter. Cannot agree more, my lord. Alas, whereas you may lay hands upon your magnificent blade at a whim, in vain I struggle to navigate the endless labyrinth that is a woman's fickle heart. That which I desire, I take, as will you when my little project is complete. Chiyome, come and have a drink with us. Come. If my lords insist, I should be glad to partake. I don't like his look. Such a beautiful girl you are, so skilled a dancer as well. You deserve only the best, and the very best you shall have, if you but give your body and soul to me. I fear, my lord's rather admirable perseverance encroaches upon the obsessive. I'm sure I have told you 1,000 times before, I should be glad to entertain one and all with the traditional arts. Stubborn as ever, I see. No matter. In due time, you will be mine, one way or another. Ooh. Creep. I'm begging your pardons, me lords. Me lord? Oh, this is welcome surprise. My lord, did you call for another Gecko? Never mind. Come, my dear, have a seat. Salutations and greetings, my good sirs. No. No. What is the meaning of this? I explicitly said I would be receiving no Taikomochi this day. Kanachi's going to freaking town. Far be it from me to judge a man for his pleasures, my lord, but I fear this is a bridge too far for me. Such beauty. Such grace. Oh no! Yojimbo, no! Be that as it may, now is not the time. The day after tomorrow, perhaps, after I had time to recover, but not today. Will my lord not reconsider? Pray allow me to one dance to convince you. Remove this fetching yet belligerent. Lay hands upon a fair maiden? I will do no such thing. Are you defying your master's order? The master has already paid you an unconscionable sum of money for your services. The contemptible master who consorts with lecherous dogs. I agreed to serve only as the sword's protector, not as the executor of your whims. There he is, the wolf burglar. Impossible. At last, the villain reveals himself. We have you now, most wolfish of burglars. Yes, it was I, all along. Hildibrand, master of the skies, inspector of 1,000 faces, defender of justice. I feel so conflicted. So, you're not Taikomochi. You do that. Bugger me, if it ain't the talking statue. Fancy meeting you here. Gonna watch me steal the Saburo Sukehito? Well, you know how this goes. Don't let him get away! Halt, fiend! What happened? There you are, my dear. Are you unharmed? I would be heartbroken if there were even a slight scratch upon my concubine-to-be. God damn! My lord would do well to take greater care of where he places his hands, should he wish to keep them. Confound it. How does he manage to escape every time? I rejoice, my friends, for he has failed in his thievery once more. The Saburo Sukehito remains safe and sound. Nope. Does that even look remotely like the Saburo Sukehito to you? Does it? Does it? For the record, I'm not actually bald. Do not return until you found my sword. I'm gonna freaking shave your mustache off. After went through all the trouble, he still managed to steal the Saburo Sukehiro. I sacrificed my flowing locks for nothing. Though I care increasingly less for Akebono, he is nevertheless a man to be reckoned with. What meager reputation I have will be forfeit if we fail to bring the wolf burglar to justice. We need to pursue him alone. Yojimbo has volunteered his services. Together we may yet redeem ourselves. I think I may know where the thief is headed to. Have we met somewhere before? Of course not. Don't be silly. It's not easy being a geiko. Why? Why? That may well have been my best disguise yet. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There we go. Okay. Shigure is determined to put matters to rights. I believe the wolf burglar has fled to Yansha. Consider the dagger I took from him in the chaos. Though old and worn, has been well cared for over the years. It's more than just a tool for him, I think. And it's clearly of Doman design. What an amazing coincidence! The self-same details also caught mine eye. I dare say you have the makings of an inspector, Shigure. I shall endeavor to take that as a compliment. Yansha. Yansha. Author. Oh, isn't this is the area where you can get the yeah, the Prism Lake, where you can get the fish. The fish. I've never gotten it. Despite my all my tries. I should try to find that website again. Fish tracker app. Yes. Prism fish. Yes. That's what it is. Well, anyways, that's not what we're doing right now. Dwarf! You needn't wear Daigoro's veins. He's a good dog. Even if he's somewhere here, how are we to narrow our search? Look at all those crystals, so shiny. My word, have you ever seen anything so full of splendor? But forgive me, We must not lose sight of the matter at hand. How shall we pursue our quarry? That is a very good question, to which I currently have no answer. I do. Wow, wow. Daigoro is more than a mere traveling companion. His sense of smell is unparalleled. Give over the burglar's dagger and you may track his scent. Brilliant idea, Jim! Yes, indeed. Here, take it. Oh, he has the scent already. Me. Perhaps fate is conspiring to see us succeed after all. Through the hole. What ails little Daigoro? Why will he go no further? How's it you remembered his... It's like there are Namazu about. Their stink befuddles his senses. Though unfortunate, we know the wolf burglar came this way. Perhaps if we search, we can find some other clues to his whereabouts. Give it to me, Shigure! If there are clues to be found in these ruins, my keen inspector sense shall lead me to them. Wait for me, Inspector! There they go again, charging off. Before we have a chance to discuss our plan of action! Must they always be so reckless? Nothing for it but to follow suit, I suppose. Why don't you search the area to the northwest? Alive I am, hale and healthy, yes? Nursing rather vicious hangover from a surfeit of tea, but otherwise done worse for wear. 1,000 thanks to you for waking me before I was set upon by ravenous beasts or thieving bandits. Unless you wouldn't have to be a thieving bandit, would you? No, but I'm hunting a thieving bandit. A lupin, Now that you mention it, I have a vague recollection of a traveler with an unusual sword across his back. I was deep in my teacups at the time, but I know what I saw. Ah, a drunken Namazu. What's his part in all this? Well, you may have seen him. He was drunk, but he might have seen him. Saw the wolf burglar. What luck! Which way did he go? It's all a bit of a blur, so I doubt my memory will be of any use. My baubles, on the other hand, should do the trick. My adorable little friend, you need not strain yourself on our account. We too have ways of finding the fiend. Yes, my keen Namazu sense is telling me. Not the wolf burglar? Went that way. That way. Which way? We may as well split up again. would help you, but hangover. Bye-bye, friends. Have fun hunting the wolf burglar. Plot relevant gloves. Among the irrelevant potsherds, you spy a somewhat conspicuous pair of gloves. They belong to the wolf burglar. Perhaps they may prove useful. Found something, have you? Here's the plot-relevant gloves. I don't recall him wearing gloves, but for lack of possibility, I say let Daigoro follow his first scent. Now that the Namazu is gone, he should have no difficulty finding the owner. If you didn't need them, you wouldn't have been able to pick them up. Looks into the camera. What news, Jim? It came as soon as we heard the barking. Now that the Namazu has departed, Daigoro is capable of pursuing our quarry once more. Your stalwart comrade found gloves that may have belonged to him, so we're about to see where they lead us. It's got the scent. Quickly, we must not lose sight of Daigoro. There he is. We mustn't let him escape this time. Surprise, motherfucker. Hold, Ronin. You know well how quick he can be. Let us leave this pursuit to one he cannot outrun. Go, Daigoro. Seize the Lupin. Gosh, he's a fast doggy. Aye, there are none faster. Come, we must secure the sword and the thief. Give him money. Gosh, he really likes Kaban, doesn't he? Well, we all have our weaknesses, I suppose. Still, there is no denying that he's a very, very good dog. How could he possibly have the nerve? You lot really should have thought this through, or have you already forgotten that I've got friends in high places? Montaro, to me! Seriously? Why did they call me? What have you done to my bird? Gotcha. Rejoice, Shigure, for I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have reclaimed the Saburo Sukehiro. Yes, it seems we have. Oh, before we declare it with certainty, I would verify the authenticity of the blade. But of course, Yojimbo's gonna steal it. Aye, this is no fake. It is indeed a work of art, a masterpiece that can only be the treasured Saburo Sukehiro. Ah, I just remembered I have urgent business in Kugane, which is well as it shall afford me the opportunity to return the Saburo Sukehiro to its rightful owner. Pray allow me to do so. You have my word, I shall surrender it to no one. How lucky we are to have a friend like Jim. Steadfast, loyal, honorable. A Mandeville man from another mother. Let us quit this place and return to Kugane with the wolf burglar. I'm sure the Sekisagumi have a cell with his name on it. What business do you have with the Sekisagumi? Yeah, we're here to bring the wolf burglar. Wolf burglar? The Lupin has made a mock of me and my brothers. I, Shigure, with my comrades, have successfully captured the notorious wolf burglar of Kugane, and I brought him here that we might surrender him into the custody of the Sekisagumi. Well, glad we are to accept this unexpected bounty. The fiend has been a source of unending consternation for us. My thanks for you all. Pray bring him inside, honored friends. Guessing the wolf burglar was probably working for Yojimbo, who was having him steal all the stuff because money. I was fucking right. Oh my god. Bloody fools, a lot of you, blind to the true villain in your midst. Is it true then? The wolf burglar has been detained? Well done. Who must we thank for this auspicious turn of events? I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, did bring the wolf burglar to heel with my customary style and aplomb. Very good, very good. And the Saburo Sukahito, where is it? You mean you don't have it? I thought Yojimbo had returned it to you. Yojimbo? That disrespectful disgrace of a samurai? Nay, I've seen neither hide nor hair of him. I can only presume that Jim is currently enjoying a plate of dango at the Umineko tea house before paying Master Akebono a visit. Or perhaps he absconded with the Saburo Sukihiro. This is all a joke to you people, isn't it? All the stupid, inexplicable, utterly unjustifiable. For what reason could you have possibly, even for a moment, to considered it wise to let a single man, and not just any man either, a man I just expelled from my service? Mark me, Ronin, if you fail to deliver that sword, I shall make it the focus of my remaining years that your dreams go unfulfilled. No, we certainly can't have that. Which reminds me, Shigure, you once told me it was your dream to serve alongside us. Is that still the case? Yes, sir, it is. Good. Because in light of your recent accomplishment, I would like nothing more than to induct you into the Sekisugumi. What say you? Yay. It would be an honor, sir. Glad to hear it. There are, of course, some few procedures and discussions with my superiors that must come first, but we may attend to them now, if your comrades do not mind waiting. None at all. We'll await your triumphant return, Shigure. My friends, it is finished. The Shigure Reborn! Well, I'll not dare put it in such grandiose terms, but indeed I feel like as though I'm a changed man. And it is you three who have changed me for the better. 1,000 thanks to you. I've only just become a Sekisugumi. I've already been given my first assignment. I am to pursue the renegade Yojimbo and recover the Saburo Sukahiro. Alas, as a new recruit, I've been afforded no additional men or resources to accomplish this task. If I am to succeed, I will need all the help I can get. Say no more, should be glad to give it. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, do hereby re-swear to help you scour all of creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for Jim and the Saburo Sukahiro. And so our hunt begins. Wait for me, Inspector!
part of me still struggles to believe it. The wolf burglar captured, and myself became a Sekizagumi. Again, I cannot thank you enough for all you've done for me. What an odd, circuitous path it is that led us to this point. To be honest, the most vexing complication was the loss of my hair. Though Nashu assures me she is already in the process of procuring a potent tonic to remedy that. Once more, we find ourselves waiting for our fate to spur our story forward. Till we have a lead on Saburo Tsukihiro, we can but enjoy our respite. Black heart beneath. Is it going to be Yojimbo added to this clownery as well? That'd be awesome. Nope. Alright, let's do it. Damn, I got the swaggy sunglasses. Utterly devoid of hair and hope. Prior adventures have not been too taxing. Well, as for myself, the search for the Saburo Tsukihiro as well as Yojimbo continues. With that, I could claim even a measure of progress. Ah, Shigure! There you are. Come on. We thought perhaps to find you inside, my bald man, but I see you are here, and in the company of my stalwart assistant. Bald? You of all people should... Having failed to seize upon new information of value, or even passing relevance, we were in the midst of reconsidering our investigative strategy. But tell me, have you word of Jim and our missing sword? Jim, who is... Ah yes, Yojimbo. Nope. No, as I was just telling Urbino, I have made no progress since we last spoke. You seem distressed, Shigure. If you could pine for your lost locks, then pine no longer, for we have brought you a hair tonic of, preternatural effectiveness. What does that even mean? Really? That's actually a very considerate gesture, thank you. Why not try it now? I assume it better, perhaps. I say, to meet with Master Zombibrand and his bosom companions yet again. Truly the kami have been kind to me. 'Tis always a pleasure to see a man of the old horde. But were you not bound for Eorzea? Why are you yet in the far east? Indeed, I had thought to return home to rejoin my brothers, and to that end I did call upon a local fisherman to secure passage. 'Twas from him that I heard a tale most fascinating which compelled me to stay. A Funu Yurei, a far eastern variety of undead, have been seen wandering an Isle shore. When my previous attempts to recruit fellow zombies had met with failure, I thought, why not broaden my criteria and appeal to this ghost in the spirit of camaraderie? Alas, it is a most elusive quarry, rather shy it would seem. I thought to learn more of the fauna Funayure by questioning the people of this city, but have been unsuccessful. I see, I see. I realize this is sudden, but in your inquiries, did you hear mention of Jim? Jim, I fear I've heard not of that particular Far Eastern spirit, though, to be honest, not all have been willing to entertain my company, perhaps due to my undead nature. It pains me to hear that in this world there remain people prejudiced against the living impaired. You seek this Jim, Master Zombiebrand? If so, I should be glad to help. Careful as will be, it might be wise to change your attire. The people's reluctance to speak with you may be due to your passing resemblance to a certain wolfish fugitive who, until recently, terrorized the city. Oh, how careless of me. Change something into less conspicuous at once. Then it is settled. At first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us split up and speak with the men and women of Kugane. Ocean Bow, you say? Name does ring a bell. Ah yes, now I recall, the Lupin fellow was asking after him as well. Well, that was some time ago. He's since been detained by the Sekizagumi. The Lupin, not your Yojimbo, that is. Not that I can imagine why. He's no criminal. Why, when I told him how my mother had taken ill, he had given me the koban to purchase her medicine without my asking her anything. They say he's done terrible things, but a man like that? No. I refuse to believe it. If there's any justice in the world, he'll be set free. Let me guess, you're searching for a man named Yojimbo? The Sekizagumi questioned me about him not long ago. Very desperate to find him they were. Doubt they will receive much help from the populace at present, though. What do you ask? Surely you heard. The Kugane wolf burglar has been arrested. Despite what the wealthy elite would have you believe, he is no demon deserving of the harshest sentence. If anything, he's a hero to the downtrodden, having shared his spoils with the least among us. If you ask me, the Sekizagumi ought to take a closer look at the merchants he targeted. Akebono in particular has been at the center of many dark rumors. Anyway, in light of the wolf burglar's detainment, many are less than willing to aid the Sekizagumi in their activities, and unfortunately, if they suspect you to be working with them, you too may find your overtures rebuffed. Way over there, you were hiding. Oh, you're also pursuing that Yojimbo fellow. The Sekizagumi were asking about him the other day. I'll tell you what I told them. Never heard of the man. And just between you and me, even if I did know something, I don't know if I would want to tell them. You know the Kugane wolf burglar? The one they locked away? Rumor has it that they intend to inflict on him terrible punishments for his so-called crimes. Madness, I tell you, madness. Every single one of the burglar's victims were among the most notorious scoundrels of the city, greedy merchants with no scruples whatsoever. What's more, everything he stole he gave to the poor and needy, and yet they decry him as a villain. I see. And what have you learned? Huh. I had no idea the plight of the wolf burglar weighed upon the minds of so many. What exactly did they say? He was a good man, shared all of his spoils with the poor. Hero to the poor and downtrodden. A criminal who simply gave away his hard-won spoils? This is all quite unexpected. But whatever aspersions they cast upon his victims, the law is the law. Even disreputable merchants are deserving of fair and equitable treatment. To ignore their plight is to let the mob decide their fate. That said, to hear that some may withhold information in protest is cause for concern. As man of the Sekisagumi, I cannot help but feel conflicted. If I may, Shigure, it might be best to dress in less conspicuous clothing, at least for the time being. Hate to say it, but that's a sensible suggestion. Surprisingly, maybe I should make use of my old kimono. Yet, even if I were to do so, my face is already known. They would mark me as a Sekisagumi, and perhaps even resent my attempts to deceive him. Got an idea? Why not ask the wolf burglar? If he's so popular with the people, who knows what secrets they've told him? Ask the wolf burglar? Both he and Yojimbo had designs on the Saburo Sukehiro, then it's possible they might know one another. Well done, Nashu! I was a mere moments from reaching the self-same conclusion. It is settled then. Let us go and question the prisoner without further delay. Greetings and well met, comrade. If I might have a moment of your time. That we might ascertain the whereabouts of the fugitive Yojimbo, we wish to speak with the Kugane wolf burglar. Would you permit us to enter? Certainly, Shigure, if it'll aid in your investigation. Follow me. Trust you're enjoying our hospitality. I come bearing questions. Questions, eh? A little old me, you say. Following your arrest, the Ronin Yojimbo absconded with the Saburo Sukehiro you stole from Master Akabano. He remains at large. We have reason to believe the sword was his objective all along. Given that it was yours as well, I thought you might know something of the man and his motive. Pardon me. And his motive. Everyone knows that sword's worth a bloody fortune and then some. But finding a buyer for a masterpiece as famous as the Saburo Sukehiro, especially after word of its theft has spread far and wide, well, good luck with that, says I. Why, they surely have to avail themselves of the services of certain disreputable folks with whom I happen to be intimately acquainted. Be happy to introduce you lot as soon as you set me free. And we got nothing more to discuss. Let's be on your way. No, Shigure. Let us not be too quick to judge. If the goodly men and women of Kugane are willing to trust in his good intentions, then perhaps we should as well. An awful lot of people were willing to vouch for his character. What they say is true, and it would be wrong to see him hanged. I will propose to my superiors that it will be temporarily released into our custody for the purposes of our investigation. Should you abide by the terms of our arrangement, you may receive leniency. What say you? Say you got yourself a deal, Baldy. Will they even consider my proposal, though? The deliberations alone may prove time-consuming, and if they refuse... Remind me, Nashu, do you have that hair tonic on you? I sure do, Inspector. Now as good as time as ever to try it, don't you think? Here? In the jail? Well, far be it for me to refuse. Remember to use the whole bottle, my good man. Pour it over your head until not a single drop remains. Whoa. It seems rather wasteful, but if you insist. Oh, this is back from the ARR one. It's gonna be like super bright. Feels strange, like my scalp is... Oh, by the kami. Shigure, are you alright? Hearing you shouting. The light, it blinds them. It binds them. There are too many. And turn and flex and shake and bounce. Perfection. Rejoice, my goodly burglar, as I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have liberated you from your unjust imprisonment. Now see here, Inspector. Blonde hair. Huh? What happened? Has the prisoner escaped? Still in a cell, I see. But what in the world was that blinding light? 1,000 pardons, one of my associates was carrying a small explosive, one of which was detonated unexpectedly. I, of course, better take the others outside immediately for safety's sake. I believe that explains that. Yes? Yes? Right then. Now, if you'll excuse me. Yes, of course. Very good. Wait. When did Shigure regrow his hair? The undead's the real one. How we managed to escape undetected, I have no idea. But I can but pray that our ruse will remain intact. The wolf burglar led the others to the waterways below. We should follow. Kugane Castle. It's a level 70 dungeon? That's trials. Kugane Castle. Yep. Been down here before, and so you might have met my friends already. Contemptible lot. All Kugane's cast-offs. If anyone heard a peep from your quarry, it'd be them. Come on then, don't be shy. Oh, you're looking well for a rat bastard. Takes a wolf to know a rat, huh? What do we owe the pleasure? And more importantly, how'd you slip free of the Sekisegumi's noose? With my dashing good looks and silver tongue, how else? Never you mind that. I need information, Kojo. Do you now? Or is the Sekisegumi at your shoulder the one asking questions? No need to give the lad a hard time. He did right by me, and I mean to return the favor. Eh? You mean you're helping him? Have you gotten mad? Well, even if I have, it's nothing you and yours need to worry your pretty little heads over. Give us a hand, and we'll get out of your hair. Wolf's honor. They're not a bad bunch, really. Most tried to make it living on the straight and narrow. Some even had a mind to join the Sekisegumi like you. But were found wanting for this reason or that. Then, honest work's no longer an option. We lose the other sort. The dangerous, the disreputable, the dirty. Somebody's got to do it, and so these industrious souls pick up the slack. Maybe they're not the cream you'd prefer to hobnob with, but while you're in their company, I ask that you comport yourselves with a modicum of civility. I should like to believe I've done just that. You'll forgive me if I've given you any reason to think otherwise. See, fast friends we all are. Then, we're after a bloke that goes by the moniker of Yojimbo. Or tell the man. Yojimbo? Can't see if it rings a bell. Oi, any of you know a fellow by the name of Yojimbo? Well, there you have it. Might be different if he had a bounty on his head. What did he do anyways? Pissed Bugyo's rice porridge? Ha! If only. He sold the Saburo Tsukihiro, he did. Bugger me, that's a beauty. Wonder why though. Finding a buyer, even through the black market, would be a challenge and a half. And if he'd even put out the word he was looking, we'd have heard about it by now. Come all this way and leave with nothing. Here. Let's not call it a day just yet. Assuming this Yojimbo didn't steal the sword for the challenge, there's only two reasons he'd take it. To sell it or to keep it. If it's not about the money, then I doubt this is his first prize or his last. Hark! My keen inspector sense whispers and speaks of a thieving collector of swords. Yes, there can be no mistake. Aye. What he said, I suppose. If he's a collector, then only the best will do. It means this next target might be, I don't know, the Ameno Murakumo? Wait, the Ameno Murakumo? But I thought that was nothing more than a fairy tale. You mean to say the fabled sword of Eld actually exists? Giant Kami tried to kill me and my friends with it, but I deflected the blow. You what? I have so many questions. But first, where did this all happen? Files within the Kojin of Red's treasure vault, eh? If that's the case, then it seems you ought to continue searching over Ruby Sea, no? That won't be the best place for us to look. In that case, let us look no further delay and head to the Ruby Sea at once. Yeah. To think that the Ame no Murakumo is not only real, but that it was brought to bear against you and yours by a kami of unfathomable strength. And in any event, we don't know where we might search through. We know where we might search, the Ruby Seat. Before I may leave, however, there's a matter of great import to which I must attend. While perhaps great import is something of an overstatement, I speak of the inspector's earlier advice concerning my garments. I will see you at the Ruby Price after I have changed. Pray go on ahead without me. I insist. I do wonder, though, how much that blade would actually fetch on the market if sold. Don't give me that look. It's an honest question. Good swords, good dogs. All set for another trip into the glittering westward expanse? I know I am. Of course you are, Hildy. Let us hop aboard the next ferry to the Ruby Price and wait for Shigure there. Where am I going? Oh, down here? Jesus, why are you guys down here? Oh, it's Shigure over here! Over here! By the kami, I thought you were someone else at first. Well, since I was suggested I should wear something other than the garments of a Sekisegumi for a time, I paid a visit to the Kogane Dori and purchased something completely unlike my usual attire. Ugh. It is quite a change, but very much for the better, if I do say so myself. I didn't realize you could be so fashionable. Fashionable, please, not Shu. You give me too much credit. I'll say that get up with those Zori. Don't see that becoming a trend. Not that it matters, we didn't come here to mess about, eh? Got a collector to catch, assuming he's after the Ame no Murakumo, then we gotta get to the Awazeki. Any ideas? By air or by underwater passage, eh? A bit more tricky than I thought. Without the blessing of the Kojin, the latter seems almost impossible. What about that bird of yours? Montaro, was it? After what the inspector did to him? Ha! He'll be keeping a wide berth, I reckon, assuming he's even fit to fly. It was a somewhat traumatic experience for all involved, Forgive my bluntness, my wolfish compatriot, but it occurs to me that we have yet to hear your motives for attempting to steal the Saburo Tsukihiro from Master Akebono. Did not Koju say that selling such a blade would be extraordinarily difficult? It's not stealing to take back what is stolen. That black-hearted bastard, Akebono, prized it from the hands of its rightful owner. He was a humble samurai who lived a humble life, devoid of most luxuries. A righteous man who'd never turn his back on those in need. Certainly not a young Lupin boy who fled Doma during the occupation. The two lived as father and son with few comforts to save each other's company. Then one day a merchant came calling, asking for the samurai sword, asking him to part with his one prized possession. But a sword is a samurai's soul, and he'd sooner die than sell it, even for a fortune. But the merchant, he's not the sort to go quietly into the night. Changes tack and worms his way into the samurai's affair. Small sums at first, but bigger than bigger. Before he knows it, the samurai owes the merchant a veritable mountain of coin, so he pledges his blade as collateral. The samurai worked day and night to reclaim his honor, but while strong in spirit, he was weak in body. He fell sick and soon after passed away, leaving his Lupin charge alone in this unjust world. Sam, you were only... He left Kugane for a time and returned years later from Yansha, having learned the ways of the shinobi, that he might honor his adoptive father by helping others, as he had helped him as a child. A chivalrous guise for a personal vendetta, perhaps. More than anything, he yearned to reclaim the samurai's sword, the last surviving memento of their time together, that he might wear it with pride. All this time, Master Akebono was your main objective. When you broke into his shop at the Rakuza district, you were searching for the Saburo Tsukihiro. You kept a close eye on him, even as you continued to target other disreputable merchants, that you might drive him to take additional measures to protect the sword, knowing that in so doing, you would eventually reveal its location. Then it is settled. The Saburo Tsukihiro must be returned to its rightful owner. Hey, if it's so hard for people to reach the Aozeki, how is Yojimbo planning to get there? That I do not know, but regardless, if he was headed there, someone must have noticed his passing. They would question the pirates and see if they observed a traveler resembling Yojimbo. I remember you. Look for more dead men. A rail thin samurai with a wide brim hat and oversized geta? Traveler like that would not escape my notice, which is to say I'm confident I haven't seen him. Sorry to disappoint you. Not at all, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. As I said before, my good man, when at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us away. What? Lanky samurai, large hat. As it happens, I spoke with a traveler like that. He had a dog with him too. Sure enough, he had a mind to head to the Isle of Zeki. You can imagine why, with the red being as unwelcoming as they are, and there being no place to dock a boat. I told him as much, but he shrugged it off and went on his merry way. Come to think of it, I did see that dog. Did I see that dog of his not long ago on the beach below, wandering about it? I hope he didn't abandon him. You have been tremendously helpful. 1,000 thanks to you. Surely the K9 in question is Daigoro. You must gather the others and search for Jim's beloved companion at once. Daigoro! Here, Daigoro. I'm guessing, maybe he doesn't like us anymore. I don't know, I just gotta give the pup the right incentive is all. Incentive? Surely it can't be that simple. See for yourself. Bark, bark, master. That's all it takes to win him over, eh? Single Kaban? Greedy little thing. Shigure, Daigoro is a good dog. And will lead us to his master. Wuff, wuff. Cornflakes indeed. Daigoro, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to wait for me. Oh, Hildy! Jim, my good man, I mean you rapscallion. You know where to run. Cease your shenanigans and relinquish the Saburo Tsukihiro at once. I will do no such things. Ever since I was bested by your tight-lipped associate over yonder, I yearned for an opportunity to redeem myself, and so I set about searching for stronger swords which I might bring my everything to bear. I thought to claim victory with the Ame no... What the fuck? That was worrying for a second. But if circumstances demanded that we settle this here and now, then so be it. I know you only mean well. Securing the sword is a grave responsibility which falls to... I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will resolve this conflict and reclaim the sword. Prepare to be amazed as the Saburo Tsukihiro is delivered into my waiting arms. Daigoro, come here and let Hildy give you a big belly rub. Daigoro, you will do no such thing. Betrayed! Inspector does come from a wealthy family, so maybe he smells of money. Until you surrender the Saburo Tsukihira, Daigoro, the most furious of belly rubs, thereby depriving you of the pleasure. Such is my ultimatum. Daigoro, return to me this instant. Fee on it. You win. Sword is yours. Wow, the Kami. I can't believe that actually worked. Inspector Hildibrand's powers of negotiation are most impressive. Mommy! Wait, where's this Saburo Sekihiro? Right where it belongs. You fiend! Return it at once! That's far enough, all of you. Look at me, where'd that come from? This isn't over. Shigure? What is this I hear about you setting free a notorious fugitive? Explain yourself at once. Inspector Hildibrand and I, in order to track down Yoshinbo and the Saburo Sekihiro, we needed to enlist the assistance of the wolf burglar. To that end, we removed him from jail, temporarily of course. We have every intention of returning him to his cell. And he's gone. And how do you intend to do so when your prisoner has taken flight? Charge you with aiding and abetting a criminal in their escape. Reasonable, you know full well that everything Shigure did was to achieve a greater good, to uphold the law of the land. You'll return with the Saburo Sekihiro and the wolf burglar, I swear to you. Your actions in service to the Sekizugumi are not unknown to me. Nevertheless, Shigure must be held account for this. To make an exception at your request would only compound the offense. No man is above the law, not even our own. Oops, didn't mean to press that button. What a miscarriage of justice to see our Shigure spirited away like a common criminal, in complete disregard for the extenuating circumstances. It falls to us to find a way to right this wrong. There's no place to devise a plan. To Kugane, my friends. Ugh. Oh, my good man, I hardly know where to begin. Ever since our return, I have been racking my brain to conceive of a means by which we might free Shigure from his predicament. But to no avail. By absconding with the sword, the wolf burglar has done us no favors, and yet I do not think his tale of the samurai and the akebono was a lie. My keen inspector sense tells me that there are many threads of this tale are converging upon a single point, not far from now, in which all truths shall be laid bare for all to see. That's what I like to hear, and I agree. I don't think the wolf burglar's bad at all. Once the Sekisegumis realize that, we'll be sure to let Shigure off the hook, don't you think? I most certainly do, Nashu! Furthermore, I say that hasten this most... Oh my god. Is that I must begin investigating Master Akebono at once. Hold the fort while I'm gone, my stalwart assistant. I don't know what he's about, but I'm sure it'll be brilliant. Suppose this day was bound to come. No matter. Soon there will be nothing in this world beyond my grasp. Hildibrand will return in past is never past. Wait, why is the Lalafell back there? Is he spying on her? Like a moth to the flame? Why else would you come if not for Nashu and Inspector Hildibrand Oh, where in the world could he be? Yo! Oh, it's you! I don't suppose you bumped into Inspector Hildibrand roaming about, have you? Making his inquiries? Ah. Ever since Shigure got detained by the Sekisegumi, the inspector's been busy looking into the affairs of Master Akebono, but to no avail. Never fear, my faithful assistants, I have returned. Your unwavering loyalty to the pursuit of honor and justice and a hard-boiled egg is to be commended, my good man. Might go so far as to say that in all my years as an inspector, I have known no fan more passionate than you. But speaking of fans, during the course of my investigation into the darker rumors concerning Master Akebono, I received a mysterious missive that I can but presume was penned by one of my many admirers. Gosh, Inspector Hildibrand, even in the Far East you got yourself a following. Can I see it? Certainly, Nashu. It's interesting. It's definitely not written by Hingen. They don't seem to be too good with their Eorzean letters. Yeah, something of light. You who seeks the strongest of swords, Saburo Tsukihito, know that I have laid claim to this most priceless treasure. If you would make it yours, meet me upon Kugane Ohashi for a duel to end all duels. Sincerely, you know who. Something of light, you say? Must be referring to none other than my humble self, the one and only gentleman of light. That said, I would rather resolve this dispute without resorting to duels and the like. But here, my friends, while I go and attempt to reason with this misguided ruffian. I'm pretty sure they wrote warrior, not gentleman. Which probably means they're talking about Urbino. What do you think, Inspector? Inspector Hildibrand? Yeah, he ran off. What do you mean he up and ran off? Why are you still standing here? You should hurry up and try to catch him before he does something silly. Goes to Eureka. I should probably finish up the Eureka stuff. And maybe do the BA and get the mount. Hildibrand. Okay. Is that you, Rabina? As you can see, I seem to have found myself in a pickle. And by pickle, I mean in the ground. Kugane Ohashi lies beyond this gate, but before I could pass through, I found myself suddenly accosted, then inverted, then embedded thusly by the dear but misguided Jim. The duel I must regrettably leave to you. Screw it. Get behind me! Maybe I'll just... some dungeon grinds. I've already done my dailies. I kind of just want to get this leveled up already. I want to get one of each role leveled up. That's what I should do. I believe it's here. This is where the whatchamadoohickey, the inn is. Yeah. In keep. Dankeschön. Glamour dresser, that's what I wanted. Yes. Here. Take the time to also adjust the armory chest. Don't need this. Don't need this. In a way, I don't need this. Return to inventory. This. Far too long have I waited for this. The Sloboro Tsukihiro may have brought us together. 'Twas fate that did something, because I cannot read fast enough. I am illiterate. Victory shall be mine! Begone, thought! It's Gilgameshing time. Yes, it is. Man, the myth, the legend. Gilgamesh again? Oh, shit. Oh. Gilgamesh, what are you doing? I yield, I yield. Wait, was he Gilgamesh the whole time? Wait. Okay. I thought I would be sent right back outside to... Okay, that's it. Like those ones because they look like MGs. With like a barrel mag. I'll probably never use it, but you know, that's what a Glimmer Dress is for, right? You meet again, Hildy. Greg! Greg! I say you are a sight for sore eyes. However, did you come to be in your Kugane in the Far East for that matter? Oh, what did you see? The thing about that is... I say, to think that Greg was masquerading as Jim this entire time. Indeed I was. After being outbest me a second time, I quit Eorzea and embarked upon a journey to distant lands, that I might hone my skills in preparation for our inevitable third bout. But when I saw you had misread my carefully written words and come in instead, I felt I had no choice but to remove you from the field forcibly. Pray forgive my unkindness, Hildy. Now, Greg, there's no need for apologies between friends. Yet again, I must ask, though, how did you become to be here in Kugane as a ronin of much repute and a remarkably thin waist? I know it seems far-fetched, even insulting to your intelligence. There's a simple and highly satisfying explanation. In my quest to hone my skills and procure more powerful weapons overseas, I neglected to budget properly for food and drink, and soon found myself bereft of both. Driven to deathly hunger, I fell to my knees, and in that instant, looked to my bosom friend, the painted rooster that had offered me companionship in my darkest hour. When dawn broke the following day, I was alone once more, a sliver of strength restored by the terrible sacrifice of my comrade, whose body and soul I would carry with me forever. By his grace, I survived for days and days after, till I chanced to cross the path with a stray dog. He, too, was clearly a victim of the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune, and in each other we found kindred spirits, we orphans of fate. Thus did I name it Daigoro, and thereafter did we travel as one, working together that we might both live to see another day. When we last arrived at Kugane, I sought employment as a mercenary to rebuild my misspent savings and resume my search for the strongest of swords. It was through such ventures that I acquired the Zanmato, in fact, and began to rebuild my reputation as Yojimbo. Naturally, a legendary Ronin must dress to meet the expectations of his clients, so I assembled an outfit that would satisfy those who requested my services. Kageyama was one such client. When I saw that Urbino and his comrades were to be my opponent, though, I quickly realized that he had not paid me nearly enough. More fool me. Needless to say, the sight of the man who had bested me twice before was enough to rekindle the competitive spirit within me. And so when I heard tell of the Saburo Sukehito, I knew I must claim it in preparation for our battle. The rest, you know. And tragic besides, for though I fought with all my strength, yet again I was defeated by the great and powerful warrior of light. As I said to you on the bridge, no more tricks. Taken my shot and fallen short. So I will cease my shenanigans and instead pledge my complete support to your endeavors, that I might make amends for my misdeeds. And we should be glad to have it, Greg. Welcome aboard. Let us return to Nashu and share with her the wonderful news. You too, Greg, you're a full-fledged assistant now. Terrible news, everyone! It's Shigure. As punishment for helping the wolf burglar escape, he's been sentenced to death by ritual suicide. It is indeed a disturbing event, Hildy. We have no time to spare, my friends. Presuming the wolf burglar is in the wind, our only recourse is to delve deeper into the hidden past of Masa Akebono and uncover proof that the sword he claims was first stolen by he himself. Divide and conquer, agents of inquiry style. Umi Neko, so that's like Sea Cat. How did Akebono earn his fortune, you ask? By peddling a variety of medicinal wares for all manner of purposes. From what I heard, they were all remarkably effective and popular. He still enjoys a reputation as a premier source of alchemical goods. Without I had the coin to afford such luxurious potions and potables, his clientele spends in a visit what I earn in a month. A lot of money. It is the oil from the finest of snakes. I should be glad to speak of Master Akebono to you, albeit solely with regards to his character as a businessman. Although risen to mercantile prominence, he has been at the center of rumor and intrigue. For every man who sings his praises, there's another who would curse his name. None will deny the efficacy of his medicines, which is to be expected given that he utilizes the finest ingredients from that birthplace of alchemy, Rats at Han, to satisfy customers or beyond counting. On the other hand, none can deny the exorbitant profits he has reaped by tightly controlling the supply of Hanish ingredients.
Absent competition, he is free to dictate prices as he sees fit. Unfortunately, this has led many in desperate need of his miraculous medicines to spend their entire life savings or seek assistance from disreputable moneylenders. His practices are ultimately wholly within the confines of the law, so again, as a businessman, he's to be lauded for his success, but I will say nothing on his morals or ethics or lack thereof. I need to get some food. I haven't eaten yet today. Have you tantalizing tidbits of information to share, my good man? Come, come, out with it! A man who preys on the sick and needy for personal gain, is he? As expected, there is far more to Master Akebono than meets the eye. You gotta hurry. Figure his execution is going to be carried out any moment now if we don't do something. Already? I was hoping we might first conduct a thorough investigation and uncover information which might convince them to set the poor man free. There are many roads which lead to just ends. If we must take a shortcut to avert the grave miscarriage of justice, then so be it. I will not beg for your forgiveness. I only pray by this humble offering of my life that I might absolve the Sekisagumi of the shame I brought upon it through my misdeeds. That's healthy.
What? What is the meaning of this? That man is an imposter. Seize him! Seize him at once! Yabba dabba doo.
Shigure, Shigure, now's your chance to escape! I will do no such thing. I may have lost what little honor was mine in life, but at least I can reclaim it in death. Your honor is yours yet, samurai. You need not cut open your belly this day, Shigure, for you have the Saburo Sukehito and the infamous wolf burglar besides. But why? We had a deal, remember? Temporary release. And I'm a wolf of my word. Aye, this is indeed the Saburo Sukehito. Very well. Escort the wolf burglar back to his cell and send a runner to Master Akebono's estate at once.
You're far from finished, Shigure. The wolf burglar may be in custody once more, but you still must answer for your reckless actions. Therefore, after further deliberation, I have decided that you will conduct a formal investigation into the rumors surrounding Master Akebono and... That will not be necessary. Indeed, with the return of the wolf burglar, I believe we can consider this tiresome affair resolved. Gonna be Mustache Man. Master Komode. Wait, I know you. Master Akebono's guest. The one that Geiko threw into the wall. Oh, surely you must be mistaken. I have no recollection of any such event. Or of you, for that matter. Anyway, as I said before, there is no need for any further investigation. Should you deem otherwise, you are free to proceed. However, such wasteful expenditures may force us to reconsider the resources we allocate you and yours next year. We value your counsel deeply and should be glad to defer to your judgment. The matter of the support of Tsukihiro and Master Akebono is now officially closed. Corrupt motherfucker. What the hell? Verily, I, Hildibrand, agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have once more done the impossible and saved a man from certain death. Shame that the others seem so eager to wash their hands of the affair. Not Shigure, though. I understand he still has questions for the wolf burglar. Don't do the do, Prism. What ho, Shigure! Over here! Cannot thank you enough. Had you not intervened when you had, I would not be standing here with you right now. You will forgive me for dispensing with further expressions of gratitude, but I just returned from the jail where I spoke with the wolf burglar, who shared with me some rather troubling information. Do not keep us in suspense, my good man. What is it? Counterfeit goods. Not long after we delivered the wolf burglar into custody of the Sekizugumi, Master Akebono stormed into the jail and began berating the turnkey, demanding that they return the stolen contents of his safe. You may recall that we spoke with Master Akebono concerning this theft shortly after we first met. He was rather secretive regarding said contents at the time, but the wolf burglar said it's an unmarked satchel filled with a white powder. Given Master Akebono's reputation as a purveyor of medicines, our chivalrous thief resolved to steal it for the benefit of the poor and needy, as it is his wont. However, since there was nothing to identify what manner of medicine it was, the wolf burglar decided to hold on it for safekeeping. Plainly, however, it was no ordinary medicine. Why else would Master Akebono clamor for it so? Keen Inspector senses tingling. Where's this satchel now? In the possession of the men and women of the waterways. They will not admit this, however, unless we give them the proper password. As above, so below. Understood! Let us hasten to their den of iniquity. God, the freaking Lalafell is still spying on her? How many times have I missed that? I've got to have missed that. That Lalafell is there, I think, probably every time. I knew you lot'd turn up again sooner or later. Didn't expect you'd be bringing along another unfamiliar face, though. No matter. I like the cut of his jib. So, what are you after this time? Certain satchel containing a certain white powder, which once belonged to a certain merchant. The wolf burglar told me you have it. If he did, then he gave you magic words too. They are... fucking Hildibrand. Call me, take me, no. There's no time for fun and games, Inspector. I'll just do the right one. Aye, that's it. Nothing personal, but we gotta be careful. Damned if I know what it is, but my gut tells me it's nothing no honest man would keep in a lock safe. That said, a suspicious powder is far from incontrovertible proof of criminal misdeeds. We first need to determine what it is. Any ideas how we might do so? Seek assistance of a Hanish alchemist or someone versed in their alchemical tradition. Perhaps someone in the Thavnarian consulate. Brilliant minds think alike. I too reached that conclusion but a moment ago. With the Thavnarian consulate, my friends. You can't simply go and bang on the gates of a foreign consulate and expect to... never mind. $35 gil. It's too much. Did you see I'm poor? I bet if I just leveled up all the jobs, I could get rid of a lot of that. A lot of the unnecessary crap in my armory chest. Well, first thing I need to do is... okay, so you get Dark Knight up to 60 at least. Dancer up to 70. Black Mage to 80. It's all rather sudden, I realize, but to reiterate, it is of the utmost importance that we speak with your superiors. To reiterate, have you allotted an appointment or not? Not as such, no. Then my hands, they are tied. There are procedures, samurai, and much paperwork. No exceptions can be made. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but this is a matter of public safety and welfare. Surely an exception can be made. What ho, young Manderville man! Godbert! Father! What brings you to the far side of the world? A complex series of events too exhausting to detail. Of greater importance is what brings us to the consulate. You see, we must needs enlist the assistance of a Hannish alchemist, one with an encyclopedic knowledge of Hannish reagents. How fortunate then that we should have a chance to meet. I'm a representative of the Sajatra concern of Radzat Han. Should you know not the name, we trade in all manner of alchemical goods. If your quandary requires the expertise of one's versed in such wares, pray permit me to assist you. Indeed, to aid the son of Lord Godbert Manderville and his comrades would be an honor most great. Most generous of you, far be it from us to refuse. Perhaps a change of venue is in order. I say, let us not impose upon these hard-working keepers of peace any longer. This powder, it is most fascinating. An ingredient of Hannish origin, this is true. Not one intended for medical purposes. Dangerous purposes, rather, and for this reason its sale is forbidden. In the hands of a master alchemist, it can be used to create dew prism. Dew prism. The most powerful drug. A mere thimbleful is enough to befuddle the senses and render even the most strong-willed subject susceptible to any and all commands. You may be assured this is not an exaggeration. Resistance is, most regrettably, quite futile. Undetectable it is, save for the occasional glimmer in the eyes, a changing of the color, fleeting and impossible. By the Kami, I've seen such a glimmer before. Oh, are you quite sure it was not a trick of the light? Saw too. Master Komoda is being manipulated. Well reduced, my faithful assistant and undying fan. I was just about to voice the same conclusion. Well, what you say is true, that a most terrible crime has been committed. Evidence must be gathered, and those responsible must be punished. All makes sense now. Why would the chief coin counter of the Sekisegumi press so strongly to end an investigation into a modest merchant? Because he drugged them during their meeting. Unless we have motive, means, and opportunity. Come, let's put an end to this once and for all. How wonderful it is to see Hildy's infectious enthusiasm inspire others to rise to the occasion once more. Well then, don't let me detain you. Thanks for your help, Mr. Hannish Merchant, Alchemist. Say hello to your pet dragon for me. Akebono! We call on you to come forth and answer for your dastardly deeds. Doesn't seem like anyone's home, does it? Wherever could he possibly be? Wait, no. Huh? That's impossible. Thought you'd seen the last of me, did you? As if I'd content myself with sitting in a jail, I could escape on a whim, while you lot bungle your chance to bring my nemesis to justice. And by escaping on someone else's watch, no one can pin the blame on you this time. Eh? Don't want to repeat it before. Don't tell me this was your plan all along. To secure my freedom so we could expose Akebono's crimes together? And reclaim the Saburo Sugihito into the bargain, eh? This is no small undertaking, and I knew I'd need all the help I can get. Now that we're all on the same page, let us be on our way. The bastard's bound to the Isle of Becco to meet off with the silent partner, I'm told. We heard of you, perhaps we could beat Akebono to the punch. Maybe an idiot, but he's got the right idea. Very well. This is the way the winds are blowing. Let no one say I don't also blow. Pause! Pause! Do I have to go to like the entrance of the Ruby Sea again? Oh no, thank God. What are they doing? Oh, are they? Oh, they're probably trying to get the mount? Question mark? Is there a mount? Yeah, I think they're trying to get the mount. This is the place, I'm sure of it. All I have to do is wait. Father! Could it be the inspector's father's in league with Akebono? Don't be daft, look closer. As always, your discretion in these matters is greatly appreciated. As is yours, Master Akebono, but to the matter at hand, the Dew Prism. It has served you well? Met your expectations, I trust? Exceeded them, I should say. Never in my wildest dreams could I imagine that a drug could be so powerful, so effective. Tasteless, odorless, colorless, the chief coin counter had no idea his drink had been compromised. He has already proven to be a most useful tool in manipulating the Sekisagumi, more than worth the regular upkeep to keep him in my thrall. Now that the Saburo Tsukihiro is back where it belongs, I can set my sights on much bigger prizes. The Bugiosho, perhaps? Magistrate Akebono? Haha, why not? All the Kugane is mine for the taking. You're more right than you know, Master Akebono, for I come bearing a gift courtesy of Manderville and Manderville, the most illustrious Eorzean consortium for which you have doubtless heard. Their resources are considerable, and their influence extends far beyond the borders of Aldenard, but all their wealth pales in comparison to what I present to you now. As we discussed, Lord Godbert, You will serve Master Akabona faithfully without question, will you not? But of course. Godbert's been drugged. He's under the influence of Dew Prism. That was not the time. Father, 'tis I, your beloved son, Hildibrand. Hearken to me. These men are villains who are being deceived. Inspector arrives as a newlywed. Doubtless your friends are cowering and hiding just as well, and one fell swoop shall bring an end to this farce. I call upon Eorzea's most fearsome of goldsmiths to call upon the hammer. Go forth and lay waste to these interlopers. Oh dear. God damn. Magnificent. Finish him off. Finish everyone. It falls to you, Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian Manderville. Forgive me, Father. You know not what you do. You're Manderville. Oh, God. Oh. Manderville, man! Abort, Father, abort!
I'm spent. Hmm? What happened here? Well, this is all very embarrassing. Very embarrassing indeed. 1,000 pardons to all you for my rather excessive display of martial prowess. Oh, and it should go without saying, but Mandeville and Mandeville will be severing all ties with the Sajatra concern. Rejoice, my friend, for we have reclaimed the Sabara Tsukihiro once more. How fortunate that the dastardly Akebono would be so loath to set it aside that he would rather bring it with him to a secret rendezvous. Final favor, if you'll indulge me, laid up my father's grave. Alright then. Suppose you want me to come back to the jail? Regardless of the reasons, a crime is a crime, and mine are many. And an upstanding Sekisagumi like yourself must adhere to a code, no? Indeed I must, which is why it will be with much regret that I inform my superiors that I have seen neither hide nor hair of the notorious wolf burglar. Sure about this? Not if you ask me again. Go to your father. Shigure has the right of it. You should be the one to bring your father's spirit the comforting closure it deserves. You're mad, each and every one of you. Even the samurai. And I love you all the more for it. Thank you. Hold fast to a righteous creed, yet recognized when too rigid an adherence would result in greater injustice. Truly I am privileged to have witnessed this display of nuanced nobility. With that, like the burglar, I might find a measure of peace in mourning mine own dearly departed. Oh, and Kidu, only you knew how sorry I am. Hey! How? Then what was that at that fateful day? Ooh. Hear quite a bit of sirens. Think this is the end? I think not. Huzzah, you belong to me now, the run-in. Now spirit me away from this place. Far, far, far away. Far, far, far away. Greg, no, seize your egress. Beyond the rift that lies between, to wondrous worlds yet unseen. This is gonna get worse before it gets better. Wait for me, Inspector! Ho ho ho! There he goes, my beloved son. Content to fly off in the sky as before, this time he elects to take his leave by vanishing into the earth. Brief though our time was together, I cannot deny how much he has grown, both as an inspector extraordinaire and as a Manderville man besides. I say, there could not be more proud. And off goes Lord Godbert along with Akebono. Should thank him for that. Nothing left for us but to fall him back to Kugane, I suppose. You ready? Let us be off. It takes about 4 hours. I guess ARR was just the one that just took forever. I think that took about 8. I can't even begin to imagine where I would be had I never crossed paths with you and your comrades. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for everything. The Sekizagumi have concluded that even before the chief coin counter fell under Akebono's thrall, he willingly and enthusiastically conspired with the merchant to illicit ends, and so he will be held to account. As for Akebono, it is now a defunct enterprise. The Thavnarian consulate has agreed to intercede on behalf of its countrymen to broker a more equitable arrangement between hand suppliers and Hagen merchants. I'll agree that another monopoly would serve no one's interests. Regardless of their motivations, if their actions put more medicine in the hands of the sick and needy, then I think it's safe to call a change for the better, don't you? The best part, if you ask me, in light of Akebono's crimes, all debts owed to him by those forced to pay his exorbitant prices are to be wiped clean. There was a time when I might not have thought as such. Good and evil, the innocent and the criminal, it all seems simple in the abstract, but out here in the real world, life is anything but. You and the inspector helped me to understand how naive I was. You taught me to look beyond appearance and hearsay, and not be too quick to judge a man for his misdeeds. If I am worthy of Sekizagumi, it's because of you and him. Speaking of which, what exactly did become of Inspector Hildibrand? Do you think we ought to do something? Conduct a search or... so this is a regular occurrence, is it? Fair enough. If you're certain he'll turn up eventually, none the worse for wear, then I shall take your word for it and strike all worry from my mind. Should that fateful day ever come that you and he are reunited once more, I but ask that you give him my best regards. I would say the same for the wolf burglar. I wonder what he's doing now. What becomes of a man after death, I do not know. I should like to believe that his father rests more easily this day. No time to dawdle, your duties are far from finished. Yes, forgive me. Right away. I must take my leave. Whenever you are passing through Kugane, I pray you do not hesitate to call on me here at the barracks. Learn to emote Manderville Mambo. There he is. Goes up on top. God, that freaking Lalafell. Oh, Mom's there. Good night, sweet Hildy. Alright. That has finished the Stormblood Manderville quest. And that's gonna be all for me. Didn't have any crazy bugs like last time. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. I will not be streaming tomorrow because I have to get ready for D&D. I have not done any prep this week so far, so I need to do that. Well, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Make sure to eat food. Don't be like me and not eat food all day and then completely fade in the middle of streaming. And have a wonderful evening.